being a meta coach, the modalities that you use to be able to hold space for people. Could you elaborate more on that? And then
so I'm called a meta coach because I'm certified by the International Society of Neurosemantics. It's a topic I'm very passionate about. Meta means a level higher. So as a meta coach, what we do is someone says, and come very basic, says, I'm very stressed, I'm afraid to talk in public. And I know public, for me, right away, I'm like, public speaking, that's not the real thing, we're gonna dig. So what we do, we dig till we reach a point, and we call it the chief operating system. I've reached that point, and from that point, I'm gonna start working. And meta coach is grounded in neurosemantic. Neuro means neurology, semantic means meaning. So when I just look at you, you came with your pink bindi and your earrings, they've got pink color, and I'm like, she didn't wear it just like that. She's got embodied meanings attached to what she's wearing today, why she kind of like dressed up the way she is right now. So whatever you have, whatever we do in life, we have meaning. And for everything we have meaning, but the danger is we have meaning over meaning, we have belief over belief, and we have thinking over belief over meaning, and then it can be a beautiful drama, but it can be like a very shitty drama. Now what gets interesting is we've got empowering meaning and we've got very disempowering meaning. And my work as a meta coach is very simple. I sit with people and we close the knowing and doing gap. So you're doing stuff, you don't know why you're doing it. I don't know what you do. So you're gonna give me content, and there's no mind reading, there's no prophesizing. People give you content, and then you start understanding, you start feeding them back. So you do this, and this is what you're doing. That's strategy. Behind our doing, there are why, and why is intention. And very often our intention, our doing are not aligned. And that's when shit happens, that's when conflicts happen, that's when we start fighting. So my work as a meta coach is to close the knowing and doing gap. And the more we close the knowing and doing gap, people start understanding like, oh my god, I have power, but I've been using my power to do stuff that are not aligned with my values, and I wasn't even aware of what my values are. When people are in that space, then they make a choice like, do I want to keep doing that or not? And if I don't want to do that, what do I do? So coaching is really about getting people to decide where they want to go. I don't decide, I don't direct, I don't choose for them, I journey with them. I literally just stand with them like with a lamp, and it's all dark, and I just put the light on the road and they start walking. This is what I do. But it's a work that asks people to show very vulnerable. Like they are naked as I am naked, and I learn from them as much as they learn from me. And I will say this work has humbled me a lot, because it's made me aware that I do nothing for people. I do nothing. They do their stuff, and it's to be just witness, because it's heavy work. It's paining to see someone crying because they've suddenly become aware of a pattern on operation, and then making the choice to shift. That's courage. That's vulnerability. That's bravery.
Wow, that was so beautiful and so powerful. Do you have any one strong memory of any incident that really made you say, okay, yes, this is why I do what I do, this is why I wake up every day?
To be honest, and I've shared it earlier off record, there hasn't been a day when I haven't had doubts. And I feel people need to hear that. Even when you feel like, yeah, I've hit the purpose and this is what I'm about to do the rest of my life, I've had doubts over and over again. And it's interesting, each time I've had doubts, I've had people flying my way, like feedback and a message, a phone call, an email, thanking me and reminding me that keep going and keep doing. And I feel we all need this. But right now I'm in this phase in my life where I know my voice matters. I know I say things. I don't know how I say it, but it just comes out of my mouth. I feel this is a good thing, I'm going to keep doing it.
Do you feel that in the world where we live now, where we are like there's so much emphasis on, oh, this is a success story, I need to follow this person, and this is how things are going so well with that person's life, I need to like idealize that person. The value of failure, the value of failed stories in our modern society, does it have a place? It sounds like it does have a lot of importance.
It's starting actually. It's literally like people are. are slowly starting to change their relating and change the perception, actually the blueprint of what failure means. So now there's this entire drama and mantra about there is no such thing as failure, you fall down, you knock off and you learn. And yeah, people need to hear that. You're going to try a lot of things, especially those who will leave corporate job or will try new stuff. You will learn, things will work or won't work, you will get fired, and it's part of life, it's part of the learning process. So I feel right now we need more structures that get people to a space of this. If this didn't work for me, so let me pause and rest. And while I rest, let me integrate whatever's happening to me and let me draw the lessons and what can I learn from the lessons. And now with this lesson and the tools that I've acquired, how can I move ahead? Because there is no one way to being successful. And most of us at the end of a career or right through career, when we are asked what the success means, everybody speaks of happiness. Nobody speaks of money or family or partner or kids. Everybody speaks of happiness. Yeah.
That's one notion that is like changing in the world, right? Like the perception of happiness, the relationship to what does happy mean to people. Like success has been changing, but at the same time happiness as well. So people are more in tune with nature, more in tune with spirituality, more in tune with their own self. And how does that make sense to hold more space for those people?
Happiness and what you just said, and it's so aligned to my work. People need to hear that it's cyclical. You're not going to be happy all the time, and it won't make sense if you're happy all the time. What are you going to learn? You're not going to learn anything, right? So the nature of my work is very cyclical because I work with women, and the wisdom of being a woman in a woman's body, it's moving. So emotion is going to move. Like the moment you woke up this morning to where we are right now, how many emotions you have experienced? So that's the same stuff for happiness. And at the core, holding space simply means I'm gonna allow myself to feel what I feel without judging. The instant I say I don't like it, that's a judgment. But I'm like, I feel weird here. What is this feeling about? Let me sit with it. But we live in a world, especially right now that we talk a lot about happiness, we run to fix it. It's not about fixings, and I feel my coaching journey has taught me a lot about this. Nobody needs fixings. Nobody is broken. People have been using their energy in ways that are not purposeful, but it doesn't mean they're broken. So if people are given safe space and right space, and they're gonna do magic. You've done magic with your life, right?
Try to at least. In so many ways, when you speak about the women's cycle, it's so interesting that it reminds me a lot of the women's cycle that you hold. How does that make sense, and how do women come together, and then the whole spirit of sisterhood? What has been your journey and your relationship for that?
So the type of circles that I host are kind of different, because my circle is a space where nobody comes and give advice. You keep your advice for yourself. If someone wants an advice, they're going to go and see their therapist. There's no therapy in that circle. What happens also is you come and you experience your discomfort, like you experience your pain. Like let's say we're running the team of anger. Come and experience your anger and know that there's someone else there. She's feeling something, and you're sitting next to her and you're literally afraid, like, what if she feels what I feel? So come and sit with your discomfort and witness the discomfort of others. And being in sisterhood, I've been very clear about it for some time now. We better start talking how we hate each other. We better start talking how we compete with one another. We better start the conversation now. So in my circle, I hold space for that trigger. I hold space that one woman, you're gonna just look at her and you'll go like, this one, I don't like her. That's fine, don't like her. But just because you don't like her doesn't mean you're going to spit on her. Just because you don't like her doesn't mean you're going to gang on her. How do you live with this not liking? What is this not liking teaching you about your own story? And this is why I am still right to women's circles. I feel there is so much force. There's so much power in coming together. If we can do that, we were saying that to each other earlier, like, may we be reminded that it's safe to be with women. we felt safe with one another, may we carry that safety onward.
Bonne meilleure conversation passée à Check-in Café Bistrot.